Hey, Guoba here. Nearly 2 years after its initial release, I tried out Wuthering Waves again, and wow, the game has really stepped up. I remember farming monkey echoes as Jian back in 1.0, and now I can summon space mechs that obliterate the battlefield. I don't know how we got to this from that, but man is it cool. So I'm going to go through my experience playing Wuwa and why you might want to try it out, because it seems to be a really good place to start right now. If you do end up liking it, maybe like and comment for more Wuwa videos, and use my link below to download the game. Now, this video is sponsored by Wuthering Waves and Kuro Games, so feel free, as always, to take my opinions with a grain of salt. But now, let's go look at all the cool stuff. First off, a quick overview for those brand new to Wuwa. In this game, you are the Rover, a legendary hero from the past who, if I'm not wrong, is a seriously strong main character and the origin of many big parts of the story. You play in the post-apocalyptic world of Solaris 3 after a calamity nearly wiped out humanity, and you're trying to piece together your old memories and prevent the true end of the world by reuniting with old allies and defeating powerful foes. You'll travel through various unique regions with different casts of characters and new plots to uncover. It all starts out kind of chill, but seeing the recent story developments and the stakes at hand has been insane. Now, for my experience in the game, I'm going to be real, when I first got in, I did just end up exploring for a good 30 minutes, so I want to start with exploration. I don't know about you guys, but I remember playing the first few weeks with the Inferno Rider Echo and thinking it was peak, and they straight up implemented a motorbike into the game. You can speed around parts of the world in this sick ride, nitro boost, jump around, you can even grapple to places whilst driving it. There was an awesome part in the story where you froze water mid-air to drive on ice roads. The concept of a motorbike may sound simple at first, but now I want one of these in every game I play. Though, am I the only one getting stuck with the long turning circles? And hey, if you don't care for the roads and want to avoid traffic laws, then just fly around. Yeah, I think they added this a while back, but you can just fly around too. It's so beautiful just zooming down a mountain and gliding past these amazing views. I legit kept teleporting back up to the highest point I could find, and I flew around for a good while. If you want to enjoy a beautiful open world in a fun way, here's the game for you. You can experience the city of Renacita and its grandiose structures. You can experience the cold peaks of Mount Jala, or the skyscrapers and modern vibes in the Black Shores metropolis. It has lots of different regions for every kind of player. But one drastic thing I noticed when hopping back on Wuthering Waves was the combat. The kits have gotten seriously crazy and keep on getting better and better. For a quick rundown, you have a 3-member combat system, and it's one of the most intensive systems among gacha games, as some enemies have serious battle sequences with tough timings where you'll need to dodge or sometimes parry. Your characters can swap in and out at will, but have special intro and outro moves that want to be maximized in a rotation for optimal play. You can also summon or become monsters, known as echoes, and there are hundreds of ones you can equip and become, which makes the fights even more unique. New patches means new monsters to try out too, so the variety only gets better with time. And overall, with the kits and combat instances they've designed, it looks like a legit cinema fight when playing at max potential. I just gotta learn how to fight properly now. Anyways, for the characters themselves, there are legit thousands of words on these kits, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm mashing buttons and having a blast. It's actually quite liberating for me to not know anything about the TC and optimal play of a game and just enjoying myself killing random stuff in this. You lose yourself sometimes trying to min-max these games and their rewards, caring about the most meta thing, and while playing with Amos and slicing guys up with my big mech was just refreshingly fun. I can play this Lene character and skate around whilst shooting enemies. I can jump realities or something with Iuno. I can summon a sun with Augusta. They really don't shy away from creating the ultimate power fantasy characters in this game, and you really feel like a complete badass playing most of these characters. I feel like the game has so much you can optimize in the combat with some of these kits I'm reading, and some of the rotations I'm seeing in guides. There are so many moves you can do with your full team, and executing them flawlessly on top of parrying and dodging gives you an unreal level satisfaction in the game. That being said, I definitely look at guides, these kits are long. So if you want to experience very flashy, maybe sometimes too flashy, combat with some of the best animations out there and fun abilities that make you look like you're in a movie, then again, Wuthering is the place to be. I'd say Amos and Lene were the most fun characters I tried out. Amos is that mech girl I keep talking about, and she can swap seamlessly between these two forms, both forms equipped with unique moves. Oh, and remember the flying from earlier? She has Flying plus Ultra in her kit, so you can really flex on the townsfolk below. Linné is a very mobile character that buffs up the team, but I didn't really know that at the time and instead just used her to blitz the enemy with her cool and quick moves. For actual designs, it probably has to be Mornier and Augusta. I think Mornier's techie aesthetic is really neat with the jellyfish design, and the fact she can float above the enemies during combat and blast them, it's pretty balling. Augusta's stopping time and again, summoning a sun into the sky is one of the coolest things I've experienced in a gacha game, and I do love a character with armor. The dude that jumps on bamboo is also really cool. The characters themselves, their animations, their kits, their combat playstyle, at least to a level 1 scrub like me, all feel different and engaging in their own ways. I mean, who else can summon an anchor to bonk enemies? Now, the third part of the game trifecta for me is story. I'm technically cheating by not going through the previous story chapters, but if you're curious about how good the 1.x and 2.x story is, there are plenty of reviews and videos out there for those. I played through the start of 3.1 story and I actually held off on going too far because I kind of want to experience it the right way now after my initial experience. The start to it was pretty interesting and engaging. The character animations and voice direction and acting are well done, so much better than I remember in the first patches of the game. The storytelling feels lively thanks to a lot of dedication into expressive characters and camera movements. And overall, the setting and premise of 3.x seems really cool, and I'm also now super curious about 2.x's story. Now, speaking of previous versions, the 2.x and 3.x areas showing off Juro Games' growth in design and storytelling, and the story getting cooler and cooler does make 1.x look pretty weak in comparison. I think you can skip through it now, but I also think there are solid parts you won't want to miss out on. So it's a bit weird, but just know that if you don't enjoy the slow start, you might still enjoy it later on. So if you want to start, it seems like there's tons of great content you can instantly sink your fangs into. There seems to be loads of events happening right now for tons of goodies, so you can pull your faves instantly, and the anniversary should also be coming up in a couple months from now for even more rewards. But yeah, let me know what you think of Wuthering Waves, and use my link in the description if you're interested, and maybe I'll do more content on the game if enough people here are excited for it. Anyways, thank you for watching, thanks again to Juro Games for the sponsor, and have a Guoba day.